And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quibs here. Quibs does stuff. Long time no see. As you can hear, my voice is a bit screwed. I was actually pretty sick yesterday, and I don't feel great. However, I do have to work this afternoon, and I'm well enough to go to work, so I'm going to work. But I have a few hours before that, so I thought I'd do a bit of a stream. It's been a long time. I've been extremely busy with work, so it's been quite challenging. But nonetheless, we've got a new game today. I don't know when this came out. I believe like in the last few days. It's called Dredge. It's hard to describe. It's a fishing simulation with a darker tone. It reminds me a little bit of The Long Dark and other games. The art style reminds me a lot of Raft, and Darkest Dungeon, actually. It reminds me quite a bit of Darkest Dungeon. But anyway, it's good. I decided to pick it up purely on the strength of watching someone else play it, and I'm like, yeah, that looks really, really good. I'm going to give that a go. And I gave it a go. I've played it for a few hours, quite enjoyed it. But of course, for streams, as per usual, rather than, jump in halfway and have people not have any idea what's going on and where I'm up to, we're going to start a new game, so let's just begin. Oh, gotta have more coffee. I guess that's me. Just going to drain that coffee for whatever small amount of soothing it provides. I'm not going to read all this stuff out loud. My voice is already struggling. I will leave it up on the screen long enough for people to read, however. Well, I mean, if you're a slow reader, you can always pause. Alright, controls are relatively easy. Yeah, backwards, forwards, left and right. Get close to fish. The thing will turn up. Gotta get rid of the tutorial bits. Press F. Now you can press F or you can hover your mouse over the start fishing thing. This is the hold of your boat. Yeah, let's start fishing. So the idea is just to click when you're in the green things, and that will speed it up. Time only passes when things are happening, so time is stationary. But as soon as I start fishing, time will start passing. And you don't want to be out at night. Night is... it's mentally more dangerous than anything else. I mean, there are actual dangers, but the whole idea is that your character gets more and more freaked out at night. And the mechanics that work is they start hallucinating. So the hallucinations, however, they're hallucinations, but they're real. So they'll hallucinate rocks that come out of the gloom, like not... Okay, so I've depleted that one, so I've got to move on. They'll hallucinate rocks that come out of the dark. And the worse your light, the closer you'll be to the rocks when you finally see them. And then if you collide with them, they actually do damage to your boat. And then there's other things, like if you have your light on in the dark, you might see a cool boat. and be like, oh look, another fishing boat, and the other fishing boat will come towards you, and then you'll realize it's not another fishing boat, it's a giant anglerfish, and it wants to eat your boat. So yeah, it's weird. You've got to see it. So we'll just we'll play on. Hey man. Don't mind my voice, I'm alive. It's just not very alive. Oh, I haven't been this bad in a while. But yeah, I don't know. I picked up a cold or something somewhere. I had to miss a day of work. But that's alright, because the week before I did way too much work. So I should be fine. So we can just completely fill the boat. Fish come in different shapes and sizes. I happen to have only caught blue mackerel so far, so I'm not really demonstrating that very well, but they do come in different shapes and sizes. So it is a bit of a game of Tetris as well. Yeah, so there it's telling me that it points out time doesn't move unless I'm moving. So here we go. So these are eels, but I don't have the right rod for it. The rod I have can only catch coastal fish. Yes, Jonathan, welcome back. Chat I always leave disabled on YouTube these days, because I only have Twitch set up for on-screen chat. So when people ask me questions, YouTube doesn't get to see it. Or if people ask me questions on YouTube, nobody else on Twitch or on the recordings even get to see it. So yeah, we do it this way, where chat is just on Twitch for now. So there we go. I found a new species, and there's a cod, and as you can see, it's a different shape. So you've got to Tetris it in there. So I've only really got room for one more cod. No matter what I do, I'm not going to get another one in there. And that's flounder. Flounder are perfect squares, so I'm not going to get them in either. So I am just going to motor back to the dock. Actually, what I'll do is I'll stick around outside for just a little bit. So as you can see, it's getting towards dark. So in the top middle of the screen, there's sort of like the time. It's now 10 to 6, 24-hour time. And it's sort of getting into the dark. Now, as it gets into the dark, you'll start seeing the little flashy thing at the bottom there. That's basically letting you know that, okay, your character is starting to get nervous, they're starting to get freaked out, the psychological effects are starting to happen. And soon, you'll actually see the eye appear. Now that means something is watching you. Now I can turn my lights on, which allows me to, I'll see the rocks when they appear, if they appear. I do have a few other things straight off the bat, like you've got your foghorn. So there is another boat around somewhere. It's answered. That doesn't necessarily mean anything good. Like I said, sometimes the boat isn't another real boat. Yeah, the sounds start getting extremely unsettling. I also have the spyglass, which allows you to sort of, scan around. You can see the other towns in the distance. You can look at schools of fish. I have no idea what that is. At range. And it'll tell you what's in it. Oh, actually, I can catch a squid. So squid only come out at night, so you have to be fishing at night to catch these guys. So we'll get one squid on board. I really want to sort of get to the point where I start hallucinating rocks. And I think they only happen outside of the harbour. If we die day one, we die day one. Whatever. I want to demonstrate. There you go. See? That rock just came out of nowhere. And you see how it's red tinged, like it's not really real. Oh, and my light just died. So yeah, weird things like that happen, like the light just turns off for no good reason. Also, apparently, leaving your lights on will actually attract the real dangers in the dark to you. I've played a few hours, so not a huge amount of the story. I have no idea how long it goes. I just saw someone else playing it. I played basically as much as they had played on their stream in a very short time, and it's good. It's fun. It's very simple. It doesn't require a lot of skill. There's pretty much very little reflexes. Like, you just basically have to click in time with the rod thing to speed up your fishing so you're not out at sea as long. It's got, you know, its unique art style that's quite nice. There is a story. The characters are somewhat intriguing. Like, this guy is just a weirdo fishmonger. Yeah, see, he doesn't even want to tell me his name. But yeah, most of the time you sell your fish to him. He'll eventually sell you crab nets as well. There is a sell all button, which is handy. This game is probably, I would say it's very good with a controller. However, that being said, it's not actually awkward with a mouse and keyboard. It's quite playable that way as well. Yeah, it doesn't take you long to sort of like recover your debt. And then I get one of these, so that's for research. Maybe Gab Smolders. I haven't actually checked her channel out in ages. Yeah, she often plays a lot of cool stuff as well. I will plug the guy I watched. I was watching Johnny Chiodini from, I believe his channel these days is called Press Any Chiodini. I'm not sure. But yeah, he's was from Eurogamer, went and moved and started a tabletop games channel called Dicebreaker, and then left and went independent. Right, now eventually I want this thing, but I don't have the money for it. But that's a good one, because that gives me coastal, and then that'll give me shallow. And so that's the sort of the better way to do it. Extra engine is good, lets you move faster as well. Nets, I'm a little way away from being able to do nets, but a good bright light as well will also come in handy. Like, these are all things that you basically have to work towards over time. Now it's the middle of the night, let's rest. We'll leave again in the morning. And I'm gonna head towards that red thing because that goes away if you leave it for too long. And I think it's only there at night as well. Oh, okay. But yeah, there are other towns and other things. I'll bring up the map. So each of these little black dots are other harbors, essentially. Docks. Things to learn, so whenever there's little sparkles over something, it means there's something new you can learn. Or explore. Sometimes it's explore. Now I could catch flounder. No, I can't because I don't have the thing to catch flounder. I don't have a dredging crane, so I can't dredge either. The point of the game. What is this? Oh, it's just more. Yeah, why not? We'll do a bit of fishing. We need it to get late anyway before we go around to the back of the island. We're in. What was that great big shiny red thing? That disappears. And I never saw it the first time I played the game. I didn't go back there to look. So I don't know what it is. Those eels? Yeah, those are eels. I can't catch eels. Well, that's the carcass of a giant, something bigger than a whale. I don't remember seeing that before. That should be another school of mackerel, I think. Catch some mackerel and kill some time. So there's another small mechanic that I believe will appear the next time I return to dock, and that is the books mechanic. So you learn things which are sort of passives from books, and basically the more time passes, the more book you read. So you set a book, I'm reading this book, and then, yeah, as time passes, eventually your captain will finish the book. However, I don't have any yet. You do also get, yeah, it shows you all the fish that you've caught. I don't have any books yet, so you have to actually acquire the book before you can read it, which makes perfect sense. So I think this is that red light, possibly. Not actually sure. It might be the red light, and might not. I can't catch them if I remember correctly. I need a better thing. So this here, a wreck. This will probably have something in it. I can go inside and look, and then I can gather some scrap, which is good. Because yeah, everything's worth money this early in the game as well. It's gonna get dark soon. Oops. Yeah, so if you miss, it slows you down even more, and basically it takes even longer to get done what you need to get done. So now I'm definitely going to be getting home in the dark today, but let's see if the red thing goes up from it at night. No? Oh, it's over there. Alright, I'm going to try and get to there. Now I've got my light on, which helps me avoid running into rocks, but it also attracts... I don't have a dredge, so I can't do that. Can I get through here? I might be able to get through here. So yeah, every now and again you'll see like another little boat arrow out of the darkness straight at you. Yeah, that's, generally speaking, not actually good. Now if I turn my lights off, I'll probably run aground on things. Oh dear. There's a little hurricane, water spout. Turn my lights back on for the final approach. And we're okay. We'll spend the night here and we should be alright. I have no idea what that one was. Alright, yeah, you can't talk to that guy. And this workshop... I believe is the only expansion. There's a DLC to get access to this workshop. Have not bought that DLC yet. I probably will in time. But I don't know, sometimes having... You don't always want to buy all the DLC straight away for a lot of games. You kind of want to play it and go, okay, this is what it was, and then they added DLC. Let's play it before the DLC. Alright, I can do a bit more fishing because it's now morning and I'm not freaked out. So I do need to remember where you get the dredge from. I don't think I really remember where you get the dredge from. Oh no, I kind of do. It'll be a while before I get it, but yeah, I kind of do now. So we'll putt, take it into home. And we'll move forwards. Let's see if I can advance the story so that I can get the dredge, what the game is named for. And we can try and dredge that spooky spot because, like I said, for my first playthrough, I never managed to do it, so I don't know what's there. This is a lighthouse keeper. I've come to fish. Yeah, she's a weirdo. Alright. So now he's got a special order, so... one Gulf flounder and one grey eel, so I need this special rod to catch that. Yeah. So we'll sell all that. Now, leave there. Storage. Your storage is shared. So whatever you put into storage, like every other, it doesn't matter what island you're on, it's still in your storage. So that is convenient because it means you don't have to carry some of these things around. This is research. It lets you unlock new things. So the two I want is... eventually I'm going to want this hydraulic rod, but I've got two. I'm going to grab this flexible fishing pole straight away because that's a good one. The mayor wants to talk to me. Let's see what he wants to say. Towards Little Marrow. So that's the one straight across the bay, and he wants me to take this there. So I'm going to pop that in my hold, and I'll head straight across the bay when I leave. Shipwright. So I really want to buy this rod, $460. I don't have enough money for that yet, but I'm going to need to buy this one as a halfway measure. See, that one does both, coastal and shallow. That one just does shallow. But I need shallow because currently there's a quest for shallow fish. Now this takes time, so it's going to take 3 hours to install. So see, it's already 2:30 and I haven't even gone fishing yet. And this whole thing being about like not being on the water at the dock, if you can help it, is a big mechanic. So, alright, so I need flounder and eel. So that's eel. And yeah, a lot of them have different actual mechanics, so actually catching the eel uses a different, like, yeah, it's an entirely different actual catching mechanic. We might as well catch as much of this as we can, because we need the money. Oops. Alright, now it's already dark, so that's not so great. I didn't catch a flounder either. Weather's turned miserable, there's all sorts of other things out and about. But luckily these two harbours aren't too far apart, so let's just slip in here. Deliver the package to this guy who is doing something creepy because he doesn't want you to see it. Gives you a bit of money. Gives you your first book. There's the trader. Now the trader will buy trinkets. And I've got a couple of trinkets in my storage, so I want to sell him that. And that. And then that's basically it. I can rest now. Oh, I forgot to set the book. So you need to actually go into your cabin and set, okay, I want to read that book. So it's reading that book. And that will eventually give me a passive that I can use. Alright, got to find some flounder. Is that flounder? That's flounder. No, that's stingray. Can't do those. Mackerel. I think that's flounder over there. It could. That's flounder. Again, you would sort of get to know what fish is what just from their silhouettes. There are many species. There are species that I've been sent looking for that I still haven't found, so I don't know where they are. Some of them only come out at night. Some of them appear in different depths of water, things like that. So you do have to fish around and see what you can get. And where different things are. I can fit one mackerel on board. I mean, it's possible that I could Tetris this better. I don't know. But sometimes it's just like, oh, look, that'll do. I can fit 2 on board, but no, there was only 1 there. Sometimes it's just, oh, forget it. Let's just head back to dock and actually cash in, because you've got to make money, right? It's kind of the point of the game. It's not the only point of the game, but it is one of the points of the game. Yes, I have all the fish for that order, as it turns out. So you don't have to collect all the fish for the order straight away. He will keep them on ice for you. Fish do rot the longer you've got them, but you get a fair amount of time. I've never actually had a fish rot. I do know that there are the occasional quest where someone wants a fish that's rotten, but it's not very common. So the squid only feed at night, and I don't know where the group are, but I have caught one before. So yeah, we need to do that. What else did I have in there? Oh yeah, just that. How much money have I got? Not enough. Cabin pursuits are just the quest that you have. So I need 2 arrow squid, which means I need to fish it right at night. 1 black grouper, which means I don't need to fish at night for them, but I do need to find them. They're not immediately obvious, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so that's cod. That's mackerel. That's shark. That's a dredgeable. Ooh, message in a bottle. Let's pick that up. So these will advance the storyline. Well, not advance the storyline, but sort of give you more to know. Yeah, man, no worries. You have a good one. Yeah, so you can read that if you want. I'm not going to bother right now. It's stuff. It's fluff. Is the general way I describe things like that. It's fluff. It adds more to your appreciation of the game. Environmental storytelling, probably another good way to describe it. Is that grouper? That looks like stingray again. And where the hell are the grouper? So I'm not too worried about being this far away from the main harbour, because I knew there was a harbour here where you can at least hole up for the night. But I was hoping that maybe there was grouper around here. But it looks like I'm wrong. There's quite a few dredge spots. Yeah, there don't appear to be any grouper. The sun's going down. Some squid might appear. Ah, there's the grouper. Oh, the grouper only appear at night as well. I was not as aware of that. Right, so no big deal. We need 1. So long as we've got 1, we can... Very good. But we'll catch a couple. Now, I do need eel as well. So I could fish. Try and find some eel. It's hard in the fog, I can't see squat. And dangerous, as I pointed out. Now, if you hang around the boys, they kind of help a little bit. They increase your sanity by a small amount. Not a lot, but they help. They sort of calm you down just a little bit. Okay, now I heard a boat. You see how I turned my light off and he lost me? Turn my light on. He'll probably turn towards me again. No? Maybe? Oh, and he disappears. Yeah, so that probably wasn't a real boat. That was almost certainly an hallucination and probably an anglerfish. Oh boy, okay, now we're onto the bit where there's extra rocks. So go slowly, very, 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 very slowly. And find the squid. There's the squid. Excellent. Ooh, a trophy squid. Oh. Brood squid. So every now and again you get these aberrant fish, which are like, you know, mutant versions of the base one. And yeah, so I found an aberrant squid there. Alright. 2 in the morning. I didn't die. Didn't even get damaged, which is great. And I have everything I need for the fishmonger as well, so. Yes, I do. Have a grouper, a squid, and a squid. $87. Oh, and he wanted a grotesque fish, so now I've given him a grotesque fish. The problem with that is now he's going to disappear for... Oh, no, that's right. So now he does the handkerchief first, which is good. I can still sell all the other fish. Don't know how much my debt is. This other guy comes looking for me. Meet me on Blackstone Isle. How much money do I have? Nearly there, nearly there. I can nearly replace those two. Ooh, I can sell them. Is it 450? 460. Yeah, I'll get there. Sell that one. Sell that one. Buy and install that one. It's actually now morning, but I'm still freaked out because I didn't sleep yet. So now the dry dock. And this is where you sort of like change. Oh yeah, you've got to get materials, which requires dredging. So you can change things. So I can add 2 rod spaces. So basically when I finish this, I think it goes... Oh yeah, there. So instead of just being 3 there, there'll be 2 there as well, which means I'll have 2 4 lots, if that's what I want to use. Netting, so that one can become both a rod or a net space. Nets catch passively, just as you cruise around, you slowly just catch fish in your net. Increase the number of engine slots, and add another light bulb slot if you need, and then you can upgrade your hull after you've done that. I'm going to see what happens if during the day, and I'm still freaked out, does he stay freaked out, or do we actually get better because it's just daylight and it shouldn't be that creepy? No, he stays freaked out, even though it's daylight. Alright, I was supposed to... Oh no, it is getting better. It's south, it's that way. So yeah, he's still getting better. I can turn my light off because I don't really need it right now. But yes, now with just the single rod, I can catch more species of fish. Okay, there's an aberrant fish over there. I finished reading my book, that's good. Do I have any other books yet? No. So the little glow on top of the water tells you that there's going to be an aberrant fish in that school, so you can go fishing there and pull up an aberrant variant. Generally worth doing that. They're worth a little more money generally because they're weird. Ooh, grotesque mackerel. Just because they're odd. The fishmonger will normally give you more money for it. But I'll fish this out because I could do with the dollars. There doesn't seem to be any fishing mechanic about responsible fishing, as in, like, you know, you don't entirely deplete the spot. Or if there is, I haven't noticed it yet, haven't discovered it, haven't, yeah, done it yet. As far as I can tell, you can fish till depleted every time, and it doesn't, the spot comes back soon enough anyway. Alright, Ruined Mansion. This dude wants to talk to you. I'm a collector. Collector of many things. Takes the handkerchief that came out of that weird aberrant fish. He's looking for something. And he gives me the dredge, which I need. Thank you very much. It does take a fair while. He's looking for a bunch of stuff. It's hard to find all of them, but yeah. It's pretty late, but I can sort of fish my way across. Maybe pull up some of the night species when it gets dark, but otherwise also just fill my hole with whatever. Should be okay. Yeah, so dredging has a different sort of time-based mechanic, which we'll see right now, because there's dredging over here. Depending on what sort you're sort of dredging on, depends on what kind of material you get. So this one is a trinkets. So all you have to do is change the path up and down to dodge the dark spots. And wait. And then all I got out of that was this ring. Okay, it is dark now. Oh dear. Oh, and my light is failing. Need to reset that. Oh, that rock came out of nowhere. No squid at the mouth of the harbour like there normally is. But that's alright, we're home. Dark. Sell stuff to the fishmonger. Crab pots. It's a bit banged up. Still works. Sell all the fish. I can head to the shipwright who can repair this crab pot that was actually already a bit broken. It's only $7.50. That's worth it. What else do I need? Okay, the lighthouse keeper. Do you have any shipwrecks? The back of Greater Marrow, where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Rising from that pack of dog. It's down there in the deep. So if you look at what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. Blah, 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 blah. Strange things happening. She sees lots of strange things. Blah, blah, blah. Who lives on Blackstone Isle? Saw that ill-fated boat return. I chose to look the other way. The mayor is less forthcoming. He just sort of tells you about the other local areas. He's very naive, I would say. He doesn't seem to know or care. He's just trying to get by and turns a blind eye, or perhaps doesn't believe in the supernatural despite all the... That's new. Never actually heard that before. Yeah, so he'll tell you about the local area. Do you know of any shipwrecks?
Yeah.
He tells you there's lots, but he doesn't tell you about anything specific.
Yeah.
What about strange occurrences? What happened to the last guy who was fishing? Kind of dodges the question. And there's this person, builder, so they want to move. And there was that place on the other island that I sort of was like, oh yeah, look, I know there's a safe harbor. She basically wants to build on that safe harbor, so I need to get some stuff. Okay, so now crab pots. It doesn't really matter where I drop the crab pot. There are crabs all over the place, so it's fine. So I will literally just drop the crab pot here. He's going away from me. I don't think he's going to turn around and come and get me. I want to try and get to that red light and dredge the dark. also catch fish here, but no, I want to get to that dredge. Don't want to waste time. I want to get to that. Oh, there's another boat and it's looking for me. Yeah, that's an anglerfish for sure. See? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I shouldn't have turned my light on. Damn it. Okay, now I'm really hurt. Ah, and the wind. It blows you towards things. Supposedly the wind is an important mechanic, but I haven't established what it does yet. So now I've taken a bit of damage, so now like those are unusable spots, but it hasn't hurt anything else. I did just want to demonstrate, like, look, here's the cool anglerfish, and now I did. Oh, there's a nice cool grouper. Alright, let's turn that light on because there's going to be rocks somewhere. I have no idea what that was. But that looks sketchy as hell. But I've got to dredge this. I've got to try dredging it. This I was actually a lot worse at than any of the other mechanics for some time. There we go. Got the key, can return to the collector. Now there's no safe harbor, but it's daylight, which is good. Turn the light off. We probably don't need that during daylight. We'll slowly get less and less panicked. Actually, I might, because there might still be rocks coming out of nowhere. I think that's still a possibility. Even during daylight, so long as you're actually freaked out. And I will catch a few eels because I've got to put something on the boat. Ooh, trophy eel, excellent, caught it. So the trophies, basically, it's going to be a trophy fish if there's a yellow spot. If you miss that yellow spot once, it's gone. It's not a big deal. All I can tell, from what I can tell, the trophies just are worth a little bit more money. Oh, didn't need to do that because there's nothing more here anyway. Alright, now I need to get to that place. Oh, what? Great eel lost to the birds. I've never seen this either. Okay. That's messed up. Yeah, your hallucinations are real in Dredge. Spun out game, this. It's very clever. It's really fun. The mechanics are all very simple to understand. They're sort of self-explanatory. Yeah, so I give him the key. Just looking for the lock that goes with the key. Blah, 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 blah. Gives you a magic spell. Okay, so now we get the first sort of special ability. Haste, yeah. So it puts a great deal of stress on your engine, but allows you to travel faster. If you use it for too long, your engines blow up, and then they're broken, and you go even slower. The rest of it is all just story stuff. Right. Ooh, it's a bit of a bump. So, haste. There it is. So you can do that, and you go faster, but get hotter. And if you let the heat go all the way, you blow up your engines, and you don't want to do that. Catch a cod or two. It's getting dark, though. Okay, one cod, apparently. Use the haste again, speed up towards home, maybe actually make it. I held it too long and my engine blew up. Now I can still use the haste, but that's as fast as I can go even while hasting now. Look how slow I am. just want to get these so that it stops bugging me. Oh dear. Alright, so even at max speed, that's as fast as I go now. Because I blew my engine up almost straight away. Like a fool. Alright, let's see if there's anything in my crab pot. Oh, there is. Look, fiddler crab already. These are actually one of the harder ones to catch. So, yeah, that's pretty good that I've caught one. And that's part of the crabs that I need for the order. The other one is just a common crab. It takes up literally a single spot, so the common crab's pretty much easier to catch and deliver. Who were you expecting? Interesting. Yes, I have the crab for your order. And other than that... Ah, it gives me another book. That's nice. That's that. Let's set the book straight away. I need to go to shipwright because I damaged things something fierce like a fool. And I haven't dredged anything, so I'll sleep till morning. Right, see if there's another crab in my crab pot yet. There is not. Still got 2 days, so I'll leave it there. I want to head to there, so north. Can use the haste again. Careful not to overdo it this time. So the problem was last time I was watching where I was going rather than how much my engine had gone up. So I blew the engine. So that's metal scrap. So I definitely want some metal scrap, so we will definitely dredge this area. Yeah, this mechanic took me a while to get the hang of. It's not difficult, and it's easy to describe and explain, like, okay, this is what you do and how you do it. But I struggled to get this one going. I couldn't do it for ages. Alright, now I've got the 2 scrap that she wants. Now I just need lumber. But there are a lot of dredging spots around this island where she actually wants to settle. But we'll drop off the scrap. And then there's lumber around the back there, so we'll go for that lumber afterwards. Material pile, drop the scrap, and we'll leave and head on around the back of the island where there's lumber. Now there's lumber, there's bolts of cloth, there's other things that you can dredge up, but yeah, it's called Dredge. I assume that the whole story revolves around these shipwrecks that we have to dredge from now on. I haven't gotten very far in the story to understand. This key is the only one I've found so far, so I don't know. I haven't been to a lot of the other major islands or anything yet either. Alright, I'm going to dredge this one because I'm right here. Yeah, once you sort of get it, you get better at it, and then it's not so bad. Oh, it's getting dark. I'm probably going to have to head to a safe harbor. Luckily, that's right here. So not only can I dock for the night, I can also complete her building. Well, provide her with the materials to complete her building. She will come over here and complete the building herself. Well, actually, she doesn't come over. You have to give her a trip. So occasionally you actually have to put people on your vessel as well. There's also a castaway that I found somewhere. You can rescue him and take him home. Yeah, all sorts of things. Now, I will catch a few fish, head and see if there's a regular crab in my crab pot. The crab pot needs to be repaired. get damaged just by being in the water. All of the passive fishing stuff work like that. The net similarly also just gets damaged over time. So you don't have to actively fish to get fish with the net or the crab pot, but you pay for that by actually literally paying for it. It costs you money to run them at all because they degrade over time. So this also induces some panic. So using the haste at night is also pretty ill-advised because it'll literally like increase how scared you are and cause even further problems. Ooh, trophy cod, got him. So other than like personal bests, I haven't actually seen anything special about the trophy fish. They might be worth more, I'm not 100% sure. The actual price of fish isn't, the individual prices of fish isn't as important as it is to actually just have a bunch of fish to sell, from what I can tell. So it's been far more important to just catch what fish you can catch. What's my hold look like? I'll only get one eel on board. I think that's cod. Oh, and I need to catch crabs. Let's find out if there's any crabs. Yay, look! And another fiddler crab. That's kind of spectacular. I can't actually pick up my crab pot now because I'm too full. So I'll have to come back and get that. But it is just sitting in the harbour. It's not like it's going to be difficult to get. So... Right, I do not actually have any form of... 115. Yeah, plenty of time, plenty of time. Alright. Oh, yes. I need to return later because I can't actually fit her on the deck. So, have you got any crabs for that order? Yes, I do. There is your extra crab. Thank you for the money. Blah, 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 blah. They go mad. Alright, so he wants an aberrant fish for some reason. So next time I catch an aberrant fish, I can sell it to him. I don't think I need to repair anything at the moment. No. Can't afford another engine, which is good. Well, they make the ship go faster, so I'm going to add another engine so I can go a bit faster. I'm also going to add a better light so that I can see further in the dark. She's giving me another book to read as well, which is good. It's already nighttime. I can now fit the builder on the boat though, so we'll put her on the boat. And I will rest. Let's not go out at night. I mean, we could, but I'm not going to. Then we can undock. Now we can pick up our crab pot, which will be broken, but might have more crabs in it. I don't know. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Nope, but it's broken, so it will no longer passively catch fish when it's broken. It will continue to hold any fish that it has caught. Now she is north of here? North of here. Let's catch some eels on the way. Grab an eel or two. Oh, trophy eel. Got him. Ah, missed. And depleted, that's all there is. Have a little haste again, make sure we don't burn the engines. Yeah, very clever, very simple game. It's a pretty art style. Very fun. Very simple, kind of intriguing. You want to know what's going on. You want to know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, and I want to know. I am extremely curious as to what is actually happening here. Encyclopedia, what's that? Probably just more about that. Need an aberrant fish. It's Dredge. Whoops. Ah. Yeah, the temptation to just press the pull, which changes lanes. Just every time something goes past your marker is really big, because that is how the mechanic works on every other like fishing minigame in this game. The problem is that's not what you want to do when you're dredging. So when you do that, you end up pushing yourself into the black thing. So yeah, it took me longer to get the hang of this dredging minigame because of its essentially exact opposite mechanic. Alright, I can't fit anything else in, so I'm going to call it there. It is getting dark anyway. I'm going to use the haste to get to the safe harbor real quick. And then I'll spend the night at her little island. Cool. And then we'll head home. An aberrant fish, so you've got to kind of look for the aberrant fish marks that appear occasionally on top of things. But I haven't seen any in a bit. I believe there's a chance of catching an aberrant fish just in a normal one as well, but it's much, much lower. I'm sure I pulled up the occasional aberrant fish when there wasn't any indication that there were aberrant fish there. Right, let's sell all that. Now, we can also go to the dry dock. And the way that you upgrade these things is by essentially filling in the stuff that you dredge into the dry dock spaces. So I'm going to go for net spaces. Well, it's not that I'm going for the net spaces, but I have the bolts of cloth. So I'll drop them off there. Rod spaces, engine spaces. I'd rather have the light space. So I'll put that in there. That's all I've got in regards to that. I'll go to the shipwright. Now repair all, that's basically just this. So if I go into repair mode, it'll show me only the things that need repairs, and it's this, and this is going to cost me 15 bucks. So nothing else was damaged, but the repair all includes repairing things like your crab pots and your nets when you have nets. Yep, that's that. I do need to go and sell these things eventually as well. Well, that and that. These are research components, which I use here, and I want this rod. No. That rod. Because that lets me fish in deep oceanic waters. The next thing I want is a better engine. That's also nice to have. And I think this was the next thing I was going to go for in the other game that I played, but I didn't do it yet, so let's go there. Can I afford it? No, 410, and I have $40. Excellent. Of course, that's fantastic. Yeah, it's mid-morning. Let's head out. I need to go and sell some of these trinkets. Drop my crab pot off again somewhere. I haven't found that fishing in the depths appears to do anything good. So I basically... Oops. I generally just drop my crab pot here because it seems to work. Just catch some fish while we're here. Oops. yeah, so the fact that the main mechanic is click when your thing sort of... Ooh, see? That didn't tell me that there was any aberrants here, but I caught one. So yeah, so I will... the main mechanic being you click when your cursor passes over the little thing. Whatever that little thing might be, you click when your cursor passes over the little thing. So when I first did the dredging one and the little black thing gets near the cursor, I kept clicking and just moving into it. Like either moving into it or I would change lanes so often that eventually I would collide with one because I was changing lanes when I should have stayed in the lane I was in. Yeah, it's an extremely, let's say not right now. And then I will sell all the other fish and then I will come back and then say, yes, I do have a mutant with me. You can have it. Because I know that he closes his doors for a day. So he gives me some more research materials, which is great. But, yeah, he... Oh, okay, he was going to give me a chance to sell. And then he closes the door, so now you can't go into the fishmonger for a little bit because the door's locked. Alright, put both of those into this bigger engine, which I'm going to want eventually. And it's still pretty early. Let's undock and check the crab pot on the way out. Let's go back to haste. Again, still too early, nothing. Catch a bit of cod, but we're going straight across to the other place where you can sell trinkets. Because I've had these trinkets in my hold for some time now without selling them, so... Finish the book. There's a lot of cod in this school. Alright, I think that's the last one. It's getting pretty dark. Oh, there's aberrants in that one. I don't actually want to fish anymore. Oh, there's an aberrant squid as well, but I don't actually want to do that right now. I want to dock. Talk to the trader. Sell him that and that. This grieving father. Know of any shipwrecks? He lost his son somewhere out there. Blah, blah, blah. He's going to give me a mission to go and find his son's bronze belt buckle. I'm going to sleep here. Not sure where that wreck is, but we'll go and fish that wreck, dredge that wreck. And that one's worth dredging. Dredge. It's on the back of Little Marrow, so I actually need to go around Little Marrow. Not blow up my engines. So now I do move a little faster. You'll notice that I am moving faster, and that's due to the twin engines. So you start with this one, peculiar engine. So it's a little bit more powerful than the standard engine. Someone's tuned it in some way, shape, or form. That is a permanent, not fixture on your boat, but you can't get rid of it in any way, shape, or form. Like, you can't sell it, you can only put it in storage. Alright, this one that's got the sparkles on it, that's going to be the quest. Ah, see? No! No! Yeah, the temptation to just press it whenever the black thing passes. Or, yeah, it's just, it's weird. You press it at the wrong time. I always press it at the wrong time. It's really hard and annoying. Let's see. Quest ones are always way worse. They're always so much faster. So we'll dredge that as well, and then we'll dredge this, which I think is going to be lumber. Lumber or cloth? Cloth. I don't think I need any more cloth. Maybe one. But we'll dredge it anyway. Can fit a couple in. Can always put things in storage. I do have a storage. I kind of forgot about the storage. I've never fished up a research component before. I didn't know that was a thing. Alright, we've let it get a bit dark, so that's a bit worrying. Okay, my light is on, but we want to use haste because we need to get home. Home is really far away. I don't even know where home is. Where the hell am I? Oh, we're on the back of Little Marrow. That's alright. We'll just park at Little Marrow. We should be able to get there before it gets too dark and I get too freaked out. Won't use the haste now because it's just going to make things worse. Excellent. I can tell the grieving father that I found your belt buckle. And that hopefully that brings you some comfort. Spend the night. Now, I happen to know a secret. On the back of the main island, there is a special shrine to cod. Not Call of Duty, to the fish. And if you give it enough cod, it rewards you with a special handline fishing rod. Which is cool. So I'm going to try and find that and get it. It's around here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Yeah, I just found this one by accident one day. Bearing crude symbols of curved fi- Oh! Well, all the cod rotted away. And I don't know whether they're worth any money, but I'm going to throw them away. There might be a school of cod here. No, that's sole. That's mackerel. That's sole. Damn it, last time there was a school of cod right near it. Alright, every now and again there's these things. Apparently this one I've either already explored or doesn't have anything, so... Still doesn't respond to my touch. Stingray. Can we catch stingray? I can. Let's just catch some stingray. Show you their odd shape. So yeah, fitting lots of them on your boat is difficult simply because they are like weird. Yeah, I can get another one in. It's as much stingray as you can fit. Would have liked to have done the cool cod thing to get the special hand line, but I don't need it as such, so not the end of the world. It's not great at fishing either. It's extremely like slow fishing speed, but it fishes oceanic and shallow, which is an odd combination for a rod. Can't get the fiddler crab in. I'll have to come back. And yeah, just because it's kind of special, it's like, oh yeah, I should show you that because it's special. Fishmonger's open again, blinding headache. Not surprised, you weirdo. Alright, can research the twin prop engine, which I've never seen before, and this thing, which is what? Twin jet drive engine. That's really fast. I'm going to start researching that. Head to the shipwright. And yeah, see, so there's that. So I could replace both of these engines with that. 36.8. Currently at 14.7 plus 10.5. Yeah, it's a massive improvement. There's even this one, which is, 15.8. If I put two 15.8s in there, I'd still be less than that. I want that. 410, I don't have enough yet. My storage. Oh, I've got wood in my storage. I forgot about that. I should take that to the dry dock. Yeah, I forgot I had wood. Let's get the light spot. That's always good. So we finished that off now. Put a bolt of cloth in there. It needs one. Done both the bolts of cloth in there, and I don't need any more bolts of cloth. So let's go into storage. Let's get rid of that and that, because you can always pull your storage up when you're away. See, now I've got two light spots, so I could. Of course, I could buy a bigger light. Probably don't have the money for it. It's getting late already. I'm going to sleep. Leave. I need to get my crab pot. I probably need to pull it up. I think it should be broken by today. Yep, almost. So we'll pick it up, get the two crabs and pick that up. It's flounder, unless I can find some cod. That's eels. Don't think there's any around here. It's not that important anyway. The cod don't really... That fishing line doesn't really give you anything major. There's a message in a bottle. And there's a dredge spot over there, so we might visit that dredge spot afterwards. So we'll grab the message in the bottle. That just gives you, another little thing about these people that were, I think, honeymooning is my best guess. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Greater Marrow, blah, 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 blah. Rock appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, that seems to happen to people. Wonder why. This is cod. Stack some cod on the boat. As quick as we can. Can't remember how many cod you need, but it's a few. That's not too late, so that's pretty good. Just go with the haste because we need to be fast to get this done. Where was that bloody thing? Oh no. I don't know where it is. It's here somewhere. I'm totally going to be stuck out at night because I don't know where this damn thing is. You silly person. See, that's not it. That's the other one. I think this is the wrong side. I think I was supposed to go this side of... the north side. So yeah, I'm getting a bit freaked out, but if I can go near this buoy, it should help a little bit. Briefly. Ah, there it is. Right, so before these cod rock. They're already rock. I have to Tetris them in, so think it through. It takes 2 hours to install, and you have to install it. You can't just keep it. Uh-oh. He hasn't seen me. Let's see if we can get home. Oh dear. Something slithers into your cargo hold. The hell? I've never seen that before. I might keep it, see what happens to it. Does it just... Oh, that's not how you sell. Sell is just F. So I might keep it and see if something becomes of it, or if it just rots over time. I don't know. So coastal and shallow, coastal and shallow. I was wrong. They're both coastal and shallow. So that's completely useless to me at the moment. Do I need any repairs? I do, because I've got a crab pot on me. I don't have anything that I need to put into dry dock. I don't have anything that I need to put into storage at the moment. Let's just rest up. Let's see what that fish looks like now. Nope, still just uninfected. If it just rots away, it just rots away. I just kind of want to see if it does anything cool. It might. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. I can drop my crab pot at the mouth of the harbour again. I have one trinket to sell. Let's go across to the dock. Trader, from storage, you can have that, which was worth $7.50, all that way for $7.50. What a waste, really. Let's undock and go fushing. Try and put some things in the hold. How about some stingray? Crikey. Oh, that's simpler taste. Let's not go there. As soon as I said it, I'm like, no, 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 no. Let's not mention that at all. Is that a mechanical stingray? No. Not mechanical, but... Can't fit another one in anyway. And it was depleted, so that's all I'm going to get. Is this wood? I might pull up some wood. Wood's good. Wood's good. Can't upgrade my ship without it. That's a pretty full hold. I'm not really going to get anything else in there. Yeah, aberrant stingray. I think that's the first time I've seen one of them. Worth checking. There might have been little crabs, the ones that only take up one spot. Fishmonger. Yeah, it doesn't seem to do anything. It just seems to stay infected. So before it rots, we'll just sell everything. And we'll get money for it, or we won't. It seems to have just reduced the value of that cod. That's basically all that seems to have done. So, alright, I can actually turn those into net spaces, so we will. Basic trawl net now available in stores. How much money do I have? Not a lot, I'm imagining. 330, yeah. So I still don't have enough money to really get anything done. There's a little bit of time, and there's a mackerel at the mouth of the harbour. So I'm just going to grab these mackerel. There's not even many of them. It's probably like 2 fish and I'm lucky. Might be 1. I might get 2. Yep, 2. It's almost night, so one would think that the squid would come out soon, but we'll do some flounder then. And that's it, and now it's getting dark, and the squid have arrived. So now we'll put some squid on board as well. Ooh, trophy squid, nice. At least they're nice and easy to catch. Squid in real life are relatively easy to catch as well. They tend to be very stupid. They're attracted to lights. Yeah, it's not that hard to pull a squid. They're just a pain in the butt because they'll squirt you with ink and then they'll, you know, yeah. Yeah, squid are an annoyance. That's probably enough that I can buy the bigger light, which is something that I was thinking of doing. So we'll sell this one and install the big one. Rest until dawn. And yeah, now we've got a much bigger, much brighter light. Which I don't really know what it does. One little tiny useless crab. We'll grab that. I should be dredging stuff and doing stuff, but actually I'm sort of getting ready to call this a day. So I might just do a basic fishing trip where I just fill on the boat and then probably call the stream there because it was, yes, only very brief. But yeah, I've got to get ready for work. I've got other things I need to do. I haven't made myself any... I say lunch. It's like a midnight snack, really, because I'll be eating at approximately midnight because it's a 12-hour overnight shift, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., and there is nothing open, so I can't buy food anywhere, which means I need to cook something. So I need to actually go and do that cooking, and I am short one ingredient. So I need to go shopping as well before that. So yeah, I need to start getting ready for work, the bits and pieces that I need to do to make sure I'm prepared. Yeah, so I don't want to be streaming too much longer because I need to go and do all of those things. It'd be nice if I didn't have to work at all because I still feel a little bit off. I'm sure I still sound a little bit off. My throat still doesn't feel great. But it does appear to just be like a very small cold, like not anything major that's really gonna, you know, it's not going to be bad in the long run. It's just a bit of coughing and spluttering. There was no sneezing, and you know I didn't have any trouble breathing, which, if you don't know, is the major COVID sign. So I wasn't worried about it being that either. So yeah, it's just the cold. Right, sell a few fish. 401. Is that what I needed for that? No, 410. Damn you! I can't sell that. I mean, it's cool, but I don't need it, so I'm going to sell it. And then I can put in, finally, the oceanic one that I wanted, which allows me to catch sharks. So let's go, and because I just put it in, I'm going to go and find an oceanic fish to actually catch, to demonstrate that, hey look, shark. But yeah, then we're pretty much going to call it a day, because I don't be doing this for too long. So yeah, these are the shark oceanic fish sections. It's the oceanic, but it's a low stock. Now, they are extremely awkwardly shaped. Bronze whaler, I'm not going to get more than one of these in, because I don't think there's any way I can shape this where I can get 2 in. I just can't. Not with this fiddler crab as well. It's not happening. Anyway, so that's the sharks. Yes, you can fish oceanic waters as well. Let's grab some mackerel. We'll just fill up because we should. You know. Why waste the fishing trip? Another weirdo. Sort of leaving that spot in case there's a crab. There is an achievement for filling your boat exactly. So I can find any cod. That's cod. Now I've already achieved the achievement, but that is a perfect Tetris. It doesn't get any better than that, and you get an achievement for doing that also. Alright. Lightning storm. Yeah, so I still don't know anything about the wind mechanic. I still haven't advanced the actual story very far yet. There's a lot going on in this game. It seems to have a substantial amount of depth. Like I said, it's intriguing. The gameplay is simple but rewarding. You always feel like you're doing something, so it's one of those games where no matter how long you play, you still feel like you're getting somewhere, even when you're not. Like for a fair few days there, what did I do? I just fished. I felt like I was getting somewhere. Not really. I haven't advanced the story in several days. I wouldn't even know where to begin. There are lots of things to discover. Exploration is rewarded. You will find unique objectives, unique events. You will, like I said, you can find unique equipment. Yeah, it's a wonderful little game, Dredge. I don't know whether it won any awards. I think it was on sale in the Steam London Awards. Let's see who won the game. BAFTAs. BAFTA Awards. No, I'm looking for BAFTA Game Awards. British Academy of Film and Television Arts Game Awards, the winners. Who won what? God of War, Tunic, got Artistic Achievement. Best game, Vampire Survivors. Vampire Survivors got best game. Okay, I play a lot of Vampire Survivors. It is a really, really fun game, and it's extremely good for something that is free on most platforms. It costs nothing on Android and iOS. It only costs anything on PC, and I've paid for it on PC, and because I don't feel guilty about that at all, I also have installed it on 2 different Android devices where I play it a lot as well. It's a fun game, but I am surprised that that won best game. Wow. Audio achievement, God of War Ragnarok. British game, Rollerdrome. I have not played that. It looks cool though. Debut game is Tunic again. Evolving game, Final Fantasy 14 Online. Because they are still working on that thing. And people go bananas for it. what was it, PAX, EGX. There was a Gamescom just recently, and yeah, tons of people turned out for Final Fantasy 14. So I've never played it, and I was a big Final Fantasy person. I played every Final Fantasy except, so not the one that's coming, but the latest one that was out and its expansions. I played the one before that, and I own all three. So Final Fantasy, whatever the frickin' number was, and then I think the third version of it was Lightning Returns. I own all three of them, and I've never even taken Lightning Returns out of the shrink wrap. It's Square's moving away from the Final Fantasies that I love. It didn't feel right to me, and I didn't invest in the next one. Something about it doesn't feel like the kind of Final Fantasy I grew up with and really enjoyed. I did play 7 Remake. I did not finish part 1, or I don't even know where we're up to. I would like to get a PS5 and actually play the next bit. Let's see what else. Game Beyond Entertainment. Endling, Extinction is Over. Game Design, Vampire Survivors. Multiplayer, Elden Ring. Elden Ring? Yeah. Music, God of War again. Narrative games, Immortality. Original property, Elden Ring. Performer in a leading role, Christopher Judge. Performer in a supporting role, Leia DeLeon Hayes. I don't actually know them. Technical achievement, Horizon Forbidden West. And EE Game of the Year, God of War Ragnarok. I was expecting to see Dredge on this list. Don't ask me why. But yeah, it's, I don't know, has a lot of potential. It's a really, really good game. Anyway, guys, other than that, that is going to do it for me, other than my wrap-up take on the BAFTAs. Like I said, I was expecting to see this. And it wasn't there. But yeah, that is going to do it. Hope you did enjoy this brief foray into somewhat new game, Dredge. Very nice, very, very fun, very cinematic. It's a little bit tense in places without being crazy. It is horror without being scary as such, because you feel in control. It's always your own fault. It's never that kind of horror where you feel helpless and they're just throwing things at you. It's just horror as in, oh my God, that's so creepy. So more creepy, I guess we'd say. But I like it. If you like the look of it, support the developers. Go and buy the game somewhere. It is available on Steam for a discount at the moment, because I believe it's an English development and there's a Steam sale on London games or something to that effect. But yeah, go and check it out if you like it. Otherwise, plenty of other YouTubers have played it, probably played it further in than I have. Maybe check out their streams if you'd like to see how things develop and how things go further. Vicariously, which is all you're allowed to do when you watch streams. That is enough for some people. It's not great for games developers that some people will be satisfied to enjoy a game vicariously. I am not, which is why I buy things. So I saw this, and within watching 15 minutes of someone else playing it, I'm like, I want that. And I went and bought it. So yeah, they got me. Anyway, guys, once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, and you're over on YouTube, hit that like button, maybe hit that subscribe button. It is super random when I go live, and when I upload videos, it has become less frequent with my new job because I am that much busier, and I actually need the time that I have to do other things. But I am trying to find more time. My schedule is more regular, which means I should be able to regularly schedule some time to stream. But I haven't been able to. There's too many things happening in my life. But yeah, if you like and subscribe, I will put more effort in, I promise. If you're over on Twitch, please join us at Twitch. I mentioned during the course of the stream that Twitch is where we do the live chat. It is just a pain to have too many stream elements, and I want people's comments and questions to appear on the screen so that regardless of whether you're watching this later on YouTube or whether you're watching it live or later on Twitch, you can see what question was asked and what I'm actually responding to. because otherwise you're just like, I'm saying random comments that are clearly responses to questions and you don't know what the question is. I don't want to have to read out every question as well. Yeah, so join us on Twitch if you'd like to ask questions, if you'd like to chat live. The best thing you can do there at the moment is you can follow my channel. I have not reached the point where subscriptions are a thing. But yeah, if you enjoyed it, do hit a follow. Makes it nice and easy to find the channel again when you can check in to see what I'm doing next time. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.